Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by, I do appreciate it. Guys, we're going to continue with the Hot Butcher for the World beers. This is their 2-flat, and it is a pale ale, American pale ale, coming in at 5.75% alcohol by volume. A very colorful label, it's like a building. Here it's got hands and feet with tennis shoes on. Got a big eyeball in one of the windows here on the top. Very unique label here, guys. And on the bottom it says it was packaged on 07/21 of 20. And underneath of it says, "What's the rent?" Or maybe that's why there's a building on there. What's the rent on this building? Big 16-ounce plain Jane can with the heat shrunk label that they always use on theirs. And I think I did tell you, Jeremiah sent me this. He's with Hot Butcher for the World, and the package he sent us several weeks ago got banged up in the shipping process from FedEx, and they shipped it back to him. They didn't deliver it, and he resent the package. And some of the beers in this package, like this one, has been dented up. So these guys at the shipping places, it's not the people that's actually bringing it to your house. It's all the places it's transferred from truck to truck or plane to plane that are throwing these packages around like luggage, guys. And even if these are all cans, so evidently one of those cans got punctured and was leaking. That's the only way I could see that they would have returned it. There's, you can do all you can do as far as bubble wrapping and try to make it as roadworthy as you can, but even still, this box looked like it had been dropped out of the back of a truck. Evidently, there was nothing leaking that I seen when I opened it up, but it looked pretty rough. So Jeremiah, they're rough handling your packages, buddy, coming out of your location there near Chicago. So you got a bunch of gorillas working for FedEx between here and there, evidently. So anyway, and it's not just FedEx, UPS and the Postal Services is the same way. They throw this stuff around, guys. So make sure you package it as well as you can. I've experienced that over the last 10 years of packages and having bottles break and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes it arrives here with it leaking, and sometimes they send it back to the sender. So anyway, let's get on with this one. We've got the ABV at 5.75, and we got the canned on date. So we never know what the IBUs are from a lot of these breweries. So let's jump over to Untapped and see if they have any additional information. Amarillo, Simcoe, and Idaho 7 hopped American Pale Ale. And then underneath there it says USA Today's Top 10 Best Beer Label Winner. So somebody was impressed with the artwork on the label here. So, but anyway, let's get it opened up and get it poured into the glass and see what we've got. Doesn't seem to be too hazy coming out. There may be some settling that has gone on since this one's been in the can for a while. Not long, but for a little while. 21, not been in there, it's about 3 weeks in the can, so a little over a finger of head on that pour. It is kind of hazy and cloudy in the upper part of the glass here, but I can see light through the thin part of the glass down here, so I wouldn't consider this a New England style pale ale, but it has a nice color to it, a very good looking pale ale, don't you think? Let's get it to the nose. Yeah, I'm giving pine and pineapple, and maybe a hint of some oranges in there. But to me, the pineapple and the pine are standing prominent. Smells pretty good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Jeremiah, and everybody at Hot Butcher for the World. Thank you. Definitely got the pine, grapefruit, and pineapple. Little citrusy notes, maybe some oranges or tangerines. Very tasty beer. A little bit of a hot bite. Not too bad though. I've had a lot worse. Alcohol is definitely well hidden for 5.75%. That's a very pleasant pale ale with a nice prominent hop presence to it. Very nice. Very nice. And you guys, you know, 5.75%. I don't purchase alcohol beers in that alcohol range for my go-to beers. But I'm glad that Jeremiah sent this to me. Let me try it. Let me review it for you guys. We're going to do the little swirly swirl thing that I always do here. Try to get anything that's settled or clinging on to the bottom of the can. Sometimes that happens, especially once it's refrigerated. Some of that stuff will lock on to the bottom of the can. Try to swirl that around and get all that hot juiciness out of the can. Very pleasant, fairly easy drinking pale ale that has a very nice hop forward aroma and taste. So it's right out of the fridge, guys. Let me sip on it and see if anything changes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it a while. Very nice lacing of stuff on the glass. It's a very tasty pale ale, guys, for a fairly low ABV, 5.75%. Very tasty beer. If you're looking for something that you can session a little bit easier than a 7.5 to 12% beer, this may be a good choice. Big time hop aroma and taste on this beer. Very well made beer, guys. I had one of my subscribers ask me if it was better. The beers were better with teeth or without teeth. And I told them without. Guys, I have a set of dentures, and I don't use them to eat with, and I don't use them usually when I'm here on camera. I could put them in and be all pretty and smile and show you all those pearly white teeth, but it tastes better. I don't have anything blocking it from getting to the roof of my mouth or anything like that. It's just better for me to do the beer reviews without it. I get more flavor and taste without my dentures in than I do without them in. So I'm not here to be pretty. I'm pretty enough, don't you think? Anyway, this beer is very tasty, guys. If it was a little bit bigger in ABV, which a lot of their beers are, I would buy it. But it's, with the ABV being at 5.75%, and I don't session beers anymore. Some of you cats that do, this would be a good one if you don't want to drink a 7.5. 5.75, let you drink a few more of them before your face is down in the dirt. So, let's do the final chug. Nice hop aroma on this beer. Very nice. To me, guys, it's more of into the West Coast style, a hazy West Coast style than it is a New England style. But they're not claiming it to be that style. So, for a very tasty pale ale, and to me, in a West Coast style, it's very, very pleasant. And if it was available here, and I wanted to serve this to somebody that didn't want to drink a 7.5% or bigger beer, this would be a good choice for me to pick up if it was available here, and share it with some of those guys. So, very tasty beer to me, guys. I think it's an A beer. I'm going to give it A minus, 92 for me on this one. Probably going to go against a grade, but anytime I have that super big hop aroma and super big hop juiciness in the beer, it goes goes a long way with me. That's what I'm looking for in an IPA or a pale ale or a double IPA. I like my beers like that to be a little on the hoppier side. Now, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, this might have been a little too hoppy for me. It all depends on where your palate is and what you want to drink, what you want to taste. So, very pleasant beer to me. All right, let's go over to Beer Advocate. I don't know why, but we will. They have it at 87, very good. I think it's a little bit better than that. That's why I gave it the grade that I did. And over to Untapped, they have it at 3.84. Also, both of those sites are giving it a B+. I think it's better than that. It's got the ABV on there. It's got the canned on date on the bottom of it. And it has big, hot, juicy aroma and taste. So, like I tell you all the time, guys, these people that post on Beer Advocate and a lot of other sites, Untapped, unless it blows their hair back of the socks off, it's the best thing they ever tasted, they don't give it big notes, grades and stuff. I try to judge it accordingly and tell you what I think. It's not a world-class beer. You may disagree with that. You may say it's the best thing you ever tasted. It all depends on what your palate is, where it is, and what you want to drink, guys. I find it very pleasant. So, with that being said, if you've had 2 flat from Hot Butcher for the World, very tasty pale ale, guys. Let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.